Hello students, this is Mr. Damiani, and today we're going to be looking at video lesson 10.8, which is going to be located on page 577 of your Go Math workbook. And the topic for today's lesson is problem solving when changing the dimensions. So we're going to look at how multiplying or dividing the dimensions of a figure would affect the area. So your length, your width, your bases, and your heights, and that type of stuff. How can you use the strategy, find a pattern, to show how changing dimensions affect the area? We might not necessarily look into this whole finding a pattern business, but we are going to try to find some common multipliers to see how area is affected when changing the dimensions. So, unlock the problem. Let's begin, shall we? Jason has created a 3-inch by 4-inch rectangular design to be made into mouse pads. To manufacture the pads, the dimensions will be multiplied by 2 or 3. How will the area of the design be affected? Alright, so we're going to start with a 3 by 4-inch rectangle, which you see a picture of over here. And we're going to look at how the overall area of that rectangle would be affected if you multiplied the dimensions by 2 or 3. So dimensions, we're talking length and width. Alright, so we're not just multiplying one, we're going to multiply both dimensions of that rectangle and see how that impacts our area. So, what do I need to find? Well, first of all, we need to find how the area of the design will be affected by changing the dimensions. So go ahead and get that copied in there. Design, squeeze it in, will be affected by changing the dimensions. Alright. What information do I need to use? Well, I need to use the dimensions of the original design, get that in there, of the original design, and the numbers by which the dimensions will be multiplied. I'm going to shorten that up and say I need to use the dimensions of the original design and the multiplier. Now that multiplier is, what we're multiplying by, either the 2 or the 3. How will I use the information? I can draw a sketch of each rectangle and calculate the area of each. Then we can look for the pattern, or how much that area increased by. Alright, let's get to work. Solving the problem. You notice here we have our sketches on the left, and we have our dimensions, our multiplier, and the overall area. Okay, so first, let's look at our original. So this would be our original rectangle. And the original rectangle was a 3 by 4, and this is area equals length times width, so 3 times 4 gives me 12 inches squared. So the other two areas we are going to find, we are going to compare to that 12 inches squared. Alright, so what if we took those dimensions and we multiplied by 2? So the 3 becomes a 6 and the 4 becomes an 8. We are now looking at a 6 times 8 and an overall area of 48 inches squared. So let's look at that 48 compared to the 12 we started with. So if you compare those, you'll notice that the 48 is really 4 times as big, because 12 goes in there 4 times. So 4 times as large. That's the pattern, essentially. Alright, so let's look again. Let's go back and say, okay, now what if we